1-7 on your College World Series picks. 1-7. Yeah. I know you're not a baseball guy. I mean, I think you can flip a coin.
I was an SEC guy, and that proved terrible.
1-7. I go 4-4. Not much to brag about. I think the LSU pick, I should have been 5-3. I don't know why I went West Virginia. Maybe because I thought LSU struggled against.
Go Tigers.
Yeah. Struggled against Little Rock Baptist or wherever they played the week before that. So let's get to our bracket 1, bracket 2 picks, and then we'll pick the champion of the World Series. And then we'll pick. I want the NBA. I don't even want the game tonight. I want who you think's going to win, because if we're not going to be back for 2 weeks, I need your NBA champion.
Yeah, I got you.
It's 1-1. It's a good time to pick.
Right.
All right. Bracket 1 winner. Who you like in the College World Series?
I'm just going to go with the team that beat Auburn, like I did with March Madness, Coastal Carolina.
Coastal Carolina. I think that's a good pick.
I think it's the underdog pick, and it's only good because they showed that they are a capable team, but I'm really just saying, hey, you beat Auburn, you better do it.
Well, they have the best record in bracket 1. You have Coastal Carolina, Arizona, Oregon State, and Louisville. Those are the 4 teams in bracket.
What's Arizona's records? I thought they were better.
44-19. They're actually Louisville's 40-22. Oregon State's 47-14-1. Didn't know teams actually tied games anymore, but I'm actually going with Oregon State.
Okay.
I think that they're what they proved against Florida State. Go Beavers. I think Oregon State gets out of bracket 1, and you got Coastal. So we'll see how that goes. Bracket 2. UCLA, Murray State, who upset Duke, Arkansas, and LSU.
I'd love to see Murray State do it because that's just hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with LSU.
I'm going to go with Arkansas.
Okay.
I think Arkansas's got the best record of these teams. Arkansas's so due to make a run. They've been so close to doing it. I think one year they missed a foul ball or something that cost them that. I think Arkansas finally does it, and I actually have Arkansas winning the national championship and bringing it home for the SEC. They only got one shot at it because one of them's going to have to play. They're going to have to play each other to get to the finals.
Arkansas, weren't they in the March Madness as well?
They were. They made a good run, but they ended up losing.
Okay, at Sweet 16 or
Elite 8, I think.
Elite 8. Okay, so see, they're always relevant to a point in every season almost.
That's a good.
And then they just drop off. But if they can pull one out and win, that'd be awesome. So, all right. So who do you have for the World Series winner?
I got Arkansas. Yes, I'm going with Arkansas.
Okay, you're going to take Arkansas the whole thing. I'm going to go with Coastal Carolina. I think if they do make it to the bracket winner, they're going to...
So you got Coastal.
Yeah, they're going to beat LSU.
I'm back to 1954. I don't think Arkansas has ever won a baseball national championship.
So, yeah, they do need it.
And they got beat in... Let's see.
What should be like Oklahoma or something?
They got beat by Oregon State.
Oregon State, that would
be... in 2018. And that was the year, I believe, they had a foul ball they could have caught that they didn't catch, and they ended up getting 2 or 3 runs. So, yeah, Arkansas wins their first national championship. That's my prediction. Coastal's won it before. Coastal won it in 2016.
Yes, they did.
So, you got Coastal winning it. I got Arkansas. Game tonight. Big game 3. Oklahoma 5.5-point favorite to Indiana against the Pacers. I like OKC to win again.
Going into Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think they'll win. I'm actually going to go with you on this one. I think they'll cover the spread as well, but that's only because of I think it's going to come down to the last minute and fouls, and it'll get to like 8 or 9.
All right. I got OKC winning it all, too. I just think they're much better than Indiana. I know Halliburton came back and won that game 1. I think this may be a series like we saw with Allen Iverson back in the day, where they win game 1 against the Lakers, and the Lakers win the next 4. I think I'm going to go 4-2, 4 wins to 2 wins. I got OKC winning the championship.
I got OKC winning it, but I do have it making it to a Game 7.
Really?
Just because it's the NBA. They're trying to get as much money as they can, and like you said, nobody's viewing it. They're going to milk it as much as they can, hopefully.
Speaking of, if Coastal Carolina wins the national championship, Tennessee 2024, LSU 2023, Ole Miss 2022, Mississippi State 2021, COVID 2020, Vanderbilt 2019, Florida 2017.
It's never left the Southeast.
Oregon State in 2018 and Coastal in 2016. So the last 2 teams to win it besides an SEC team are actually in the field. But LSU and Arkansas, if Arkansas does it, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight SEC championships. 8 out of 9 if you include Florida in 2017, and all of them are different teams. That's pretty crazy.
What is it about Coastal Carolina that is
a good baseball school?
Football and baseball.
You're right. Yeah,
lately.
I think it's pretty awesome. What town is it's got to be a good town in what town is Coastal Carolina in?
It is. Let's see.
Conway, South Carolina.
Interesting. And Eric, our editor, he's actually from North Carolina, so he might know some of this area.
And that is that on the coast?
I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be on the coast.
Let's see.
If they're called coastal and they're not on the coast,
yes, it is right by Myrtle Beach.
That's beautiful, I bet.
So that's probably a big draw, close to Myrtle Beach.
They're investing in new facilities with the way their teams have been doing lately, so it is growing, and I think that's awesome for teams like them and App State that have kind of been left under the radar but always had great players.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be good for their program.
Well, like I said,
what if they get out of their conference? What conference are they in?
I don't even know what conference they're in. But again, when are some of these teams going to start taking over that are just kind of the same size schools, maybe not as big as the SEC, but have better locations? Gainesville, Florida, and Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Auburn, Alabama.
The Sun Belt.
Okay, Sun Belt. Starkville, Mississippi. They're not as awesome as Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, right? Like, if I could be on the coast and play in college, my gosh.
And it's better weather there, I think, like, during summertime where it's not too hot. So I think it's ideal.
Yeah. All right.
That's our picks. Did we go over 4-4, 1-7? Don't follow my picks. Follow his.
If Coastal wins, I'm gonna be mad because he'll be like, "This guy's knows everything about baseball." Got 5 stars next. It's gonna be a fun 5-star. Can't wait to hear it. Help me out.
War Damn Eagle.
No, roll tide.